Donald Trump has officially set a new record for any presidential administration in the history of the United States. Unfortunately, it is not a record that he should be proud of, because in the first 6 weeks in office, Donald Trump, his administration, have been hit with more than 100 lawsuits. More than 100 lawsuits have been filed after not even, 60 days in office. In fact, according to ABC News, the breakdown comes to 3 lawsuits per business day. So, okay, today's Monday. Based on these averages, we can assume that there will be 3 new lawsuits filed against the Trump administration for their horrific policies. No other administration in history has been hit with this many lawsuits in their first few weeks in office. So again, this is now a distinction, albeit a horrible one, that Donald Trump gets. So good for him, good for the administration. More lawsuits against you than anybody else at this point in their presidency. That is truly remarkable. Here is a breakdown of these lawsuits. Approximately 30 of the 100 lawsuits relate to Trump's immigration policies, with more than 20 of the cases directly challenging the actions of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. 10 of the cases challenge Trump policies relating to transgender people, and more than 20 cases oppose the president's unilateral changes to federal funding, government hiring, and the structure of agencies like the U.S. Agency for International Development and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So, that's a quick little breakdown of the different kinds of lawsuits that he's facing. And to make it even funnier, to give him just another little feather in his cap. So far, from what I've seen, the coverage that I've seen, the briefs that I've read, the rulings that I've read, out of the more than 100 lawsuits, only once has Donald Trump's administration had a favorable preliminary ruling. And it is important to remember that so far, all of these rulings have, of course, been preliminary. Rulings on motions, rulings on, emergency injunctions. None of the rulings are final, like this is the ruling of the case. This is just the ruling on this particular motion, and then the case continues to move forward. They've won one. And that one wasn't even that big of a victory, because that one was where the AP sued to get back into the press pool, and they wanted to immediately be reinstated, so they filed a motion to get immediate reinstatement, and that motion was denied. So it wasn't a ruling in favor of the Trump administration, it was just against the plaintiff. But that's their only victory that I have seen so far. Beyond that, we have seen restraining orders against their policies. We have seen freezes against their policies. We have seen reversal of their policies as cases move forward, right? Like, hey, you fired this person, you can't do it. They're going back to work while the case proceeds. And if you win, then yeah, you can fire them. If not, it's going to be a real awkward work environment for everybody involved from now on. On top of all of these defeats that Donald Trump has had, he's also had 2 issues go in front of the Supreme Court. And on both of those issues, he has lost. So I think at this point, it's not just breaking a record of how many times you've been sued in the first 6 weeks. Pretty sure he's also broken a record of how many motions that he has lost in the first 6 weeks. And that is an embarrassing honor for Trump to now hold. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.